Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me. Absolutely.
I was looking over some of your bio, and the first thing that caught our eyes was you grew up in a house with 14 other children.
Well, that was a brief period, but it was about a year and a half of them. But we lived in a small house. My sister lives there now, and I live about 15 minutes from there. But
how many of those were female?
Most of them, actually. Like I had three sisters and one brother, and then we had 3 other cousins. Yeah, most of them now that I think about it.
I remember first time I ever heard "I Only Want to Be with You." I was at a barbecue, and I had to be in first grade, maybe.
Thank you.
I remember.
You'll see that? I was in the first grade.
And I remember,
you were 30.
I remember we were at my Aunt Deborah's house, and I thought, what is this song about? And they were like, oh, it's Hootie and the Blowfish. And in first grade, I was like, what is it, a fish singing this song?
Yes, thank you very much. Now, if they had made a movie about it, it would have been great. But no, it was, those were great days. We had been a band for so long at that time, and when it all hit and went crazy, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, we just sat back and held on for the ride. That was for us. We were in college. We all thought we were gonna do different things, and so we just started the band to meet girls and get free beer. And
there you go.
That's what it was.
You're like a hero to me.
It was fun back then too.
Now take us through a little bit of the writing process. I heard that you were writing today. So how does that work? Do you sit in a room by yourself and go, all right, I have to be creative, or do you call up, some other writer, or how does that process work?
Today and yesterday I had a buddy on the road. Bob DePiro was on the road with me, and we just get in a room and throw around ideas till somebody says something that somebody else likes, and we start writing a song.
Here's how my wife ticked me off today. Here's what we need to write about.
Don't think that happen. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That happens all the time. Like a song like It Won't Be Like This for Long came from me and 2 guys sitting around talking about our kids, and one of them just laughed and said, it's not gonna be like this for long. We should enjoy it. And I was like, man, let's write that, and we wrote that song.
Do you cocktail a little bit before the show to calm those nerves?
Not anymore. I used to. Cocktail would be an understatement of what I used to do. So, no, not anymore.
Which brings me to my very important question. I ask everybody this. What is your favorite alcoholic drink of choice?
Jim Beam straight out of the bottle.
Now we're talking.
That's why I don't cocktail anymore.
What's your typical day like? So you get up in the morning and you...
On the road or off the road?
Let's go off the road.
Off the road, I get up in the morning and I make breakfast for the kids and drop them at school. I drop them at school on my way to golf, basically.
Are you the cool dad, or has everybody gotten over that?
Oh, they don't care about what I do, but I'm funny. We have fun.
Cool.
Like they always say, oh goodness, we're sitting, and Mom's like, how come you guys never listen to me? And they're like, so my 10-year-old goes, well, Mom, see, Dad's like fun, and we have fun. So when Dad gets serious, we know Dad's serious. You're always mean. It was pretty funny.
How hard was it to transition to country music?
The music part of it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was hard, because I didn't feel like I was doing anything that was that different from what I already did, and I got with some really great songwriters, and my producer's a genius, which made life pretty cool for me. But breaking in, doing a radio tour and all that stuff, and going to me and Diane over there going 85 radio stations, every week, and that was hard work, but it paid off in the end.
I have to say this, though. You are absolutely, and we were talking about this before you got here, you're one of the most authentic people in country music, and I think that's the difference between country and any other genre, where you're just real. It's real emotion. It's real life. It's,
That's one of the main things I love about being into country music, is it's so real. And I mean, even down to going to the award shows. You go to the Grammys or any of those other award shows, and everybody's trying to big up everybody. You see everybody, nobody wants to really meet anybody they don't know, and everybody's trying to show how big their entourage is and how cool they are. But you go to the ACMs and it's amazing. You see people just every commercial. You see, Brad Paisley getting up to find somebody that he wants to say hey to, and you see, these big stars walk around saying hey, because everybody's so friendly and fun and cool, and I just love being over here.
Which would you rather, play a huge stadium or an intimate venue, or?
I like playing the intimate places because everybody's so right up on you. But I like playing the huge places because make a lot of money.
We had an argument today. We were talking about. She said, I said, I'm going to ask him what his favorite football team is. She said, he says it in the song. He says the Dolphins. I said, well, maybe he's talking about SeaWorld. You want to clear these rumors up here?
No, there was a big thing going around when that song first came out, I Want to Be With You, that I was big into saving the fish, you know, save the world, save the dolphins, you know, save the whales. I just want the Dolphins to win the Super Bowl, man. You know, that's all I want. You know.
Will you tell us the story behind that song quickly?
Oh, you heard the story?
Yeah, and it fascinates me every time I think it's hilarious.
So Mark brings me this music, and he says, write some lyrics to it. And I listen to the music, and I say to myself, man, this is the cheesiest thing he's ever brought to me. And so I decided I was going to write the cheesiest lyrics I could come up with so they wouldn't want to do it. And so I wrote Only Be With You, and so they said they were going to cut it. I couldn't believe we were actually going to record it. And so I changed some lyrics, and we went in, and we cut it. And we were deciding what to put the record on, what to put on the record, and I begged and pleaded. I mean, I cried. I was so upset. I was like, we can't put Only Want to Be With You in the record. This song's awful. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. So now here
the paycheck rolls in and you're like, great call. Great call.
Cool. That song's awesome. I'm a genius.
Have you ever thought about putting that to work in your next album? Like just writing the worst song you could think of? Maybe it'll pay off again?
Yeah, I think I've been doing that ever since. And I've paid off, yeah. I can do that.